Good morning, ghouls. We are a few days away from the start of our Mood Snood Crochet Along, which is kind of crazy to think of because it means that we are already at the end of January. This is the reason that I put this crochet along, our first crochet along for 2025 at the end of January. Not only am I excited about this crochet along, I love doing this with you, but also we're moving along. I don't know. January is just one of those months, which is the whole reason this Mood Snood came to be, where it just drags for me. It's cold, it's dark, it's gray, there wasn't a lot going on, and creativity wise, just kind of went back to blankets. I wanted to get out and do something different other than blankets. Now, do I have blankets going at this moment? Yeah, I have 3 different ones. But the Mood Snood, it's like its own thing in and of itself. It's a 13-night crochet along. We also have a movie marathon attached to it, which I have all of mine chosen already. This year, it's a little bit different. We have the zine. Like, this didn't exist the last couple of years that we have done the Mood Snood. And I really liked having everything all set out a few weeks in advance. Yeah, like the beginning of this month, the zine came out. And that way you could see the pattern, you could see everything else that was attached to it. So if you got the pattern, it is on Ravelry right now. You can also show other people what type of yarn you're using. Muse 2320 does have the yarn out on her site right now. So if you want to grab the pattern, get the yarn, you're good to go, you're ready. It's out there for you right now. For the yarn that I used, Muse 2320 has this gorgeous bumblebee yarn, which basically looks like spider eggs. And I have just, like, I can't set it down. So I have 4 other patterns at this moment that I'm using that yarn. Like, it's the showcase because it is a showstopper. She also likes to do neons on that. You know I love a good neon. The fact that there was a purple and green that screamed Beetlejuice to me, that's the direction I knew this snood needed to go for me. I have the pattern out. There is going to be a tutorial that comes along in the next couple of days here that if you like to follow me, that's also an option. Ghouls in the past have used this as a stash buster. What I'm doing with the pattern is I hold 2 fingering weight yarns together. Anything that is going to work for a 4mm crochet hook, what is going to be best for this pattern, which means if you have a ton of fingering weight yarn just laying around, maybe you got into Muse 2320's dye fiber kit. I need to stop and actually put my lip on first. There was an option for DK weight yarn too. Yeah, so if you got DK or fingering weight yarn, you could use any of that. I realized I just started to do my lip first, and I normally do my eyebrows first, but here we are. Yeah, just choose whatever yarn works best for you or whatever yarn you have the most of, and then let me know because I'm nosy and I like to see everybody's color combination. Let's see what Muse 2320 has on their site for the bumblebee yarn right now, because at one time there was a ton of different colors there. She cycles through the colors as well. I mean, it's hand-dyed yarn, so it's like whatever inspiration hits her at that moment, that's the yarn that's going to be on the shop and also or in the shop and online too. There are 11 options here for the bumblebee yarn. We have the dope, which is what I'm using. So right here we have dope and then pop music, these 2 together. But look at that one. Okay, I haven't used that color. They were cones. Let's see a better, more close up here. Orange, and then hold it together with the black strand. Like, that one's gonna stay the same. Fingering weight, starling, so it has a little bit of shimmer, a little sparkle to it. It says sparkle, but it's really more of a shimmer. Like, it's one that you have to get the angle just right. The light has to hit it. It's not big chunky pieces of glitter or anything like that. So I love it because it adds to it without being the statement of the yarn. Like, it's just a little bit of glitter. Also, the highlighter, I have used this color from her and it is so freaking intense. Like, if you see the dope, the green, the slimy green color, this burns your eyes in the best way possible, obviously. Neon pink with black. There's a lot of different possibilities here. There's also a sale going on right now. I don't know, that was happening all weekend, so I'm not sure that there is really anything left because these ones, I mean, when there's a sale, it goes really, really quickly. Oh, there is some of the Sci-Fiber. You can scroll through and see everything here. That one was really, really fun. Sarah has some goodies over on her site right now. as well as the tea. So that's the other thing. We have a tea that goes along with the day. It's a movie marathon, crochet along. We need something to drink, you know? Muse Brews comes out with really, really good combinations, so I don't even really have to think about it. It's just there, and I know there's gonna be new ones. As otherwise, like coffee, I would probably find the one that I like, which is hibiscus tea, and then just stick with that. I would never try anything new. I just hope you're excited and ready for the mood snood. Honestly, it's almost here. What do we all need to get ready? We need to get the yarn, get a place chosen to have everything. Now I say that and I will be moving around. I am definitely gonna have everything in my yarn dungeon in one spot, but I mean, I might be in here some days, I might be in the movie room other days. What I need to make sure this year is that I have a yarn bowl that's big enough so I can put everything in there and I don't have to worry about leaving it. Basically, my area that I'm gonna choose is my yarn bowl. One last thing that I wanted to show you from this weekend of things that I was working up. After I reorganized in here, I realized that I need some more face scrubbies, makeup removers, things like that, and I had this entire bag just sitting here. It's 100% cotton yarn. So I had a couple of patterns picked out specifically for that, and I just did not like the pattern, which it happens sometimes. So I just set everything aside, kind of forgot about it until this weekend, which was super snowy, and I just had a very low-key weekend, chilling out, working a bunch of crochet projects, and also Tunisian crochet. This is my favorite stitch for bathroom and kitchen supplies. It's just the knit stitch. No purl, anything like that, which also means I can just mindlessly do it and watch whatever I'm watching or listen to audiobooks, which is what I did this weekend. I powered through a couple of audiobooks, got into another murder mystery book, a Witch of Edge Hill mystery box. So I got the first 3. I read the first 2 books from that while working up these cute little washcloths. I made it bigger than I really wanted it, but still it's usable. It's not like so big that while I'm removing my makeup or whatever I'm using it for, that it would be too cumbersome. Lots and lots of black and orange and green. We're just gonna go with pumpkin theme this year. And I'm just gonna keep on working on this today, as well as kind of going over my movie list, looking over which ones I have in DVD form and which ones are gonna be streaming, because that's gonna determine where I watch that movie. It's an ordeal. I'm making it super extra. That's because that's how I want my mood snood to be. Don't forget to shout out the color combination that you're gonna use for your mood snood, and I will see you in my next video.